All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to my news channel, TMossBoss News. And in today's video, yeah, I saw this and I'm like, my question is, who, I guess, put up the bail money to get him up out of jail in the first place? But yeah, man, bro's just going around being a serial butt sniffer. That's not a title a person should own. Like, nobody should have that title, but he does. And it's like, fam, all the things that you could do, like I know I shouldn't be judging, but at the same time, when it's stuff like this, yeah, bro, I'm gonna judge all the different things that you could be doing with your life. You'd rather go around, put yourself in a situation where you're going to get in trouble. People are obviously gonna call the cops on you, and that's the thing I don't think he understands, is that how would that make you feel if it was somebody that you overall didn't want doing that, but they're doing it to you? Like, he might say some old stupid stuff like, oh, I wouldn't care, I wouldn't, yeah, because he's too far gone. But yeah, let's just say it's a guy that looked just like you, all right, or just a guy that I'm trying to think of somebody out there that's just, but yeah, just somebody that's just like, I ain't trying to be funny or no puns intended, but butt ugly, somebody that's just straight butt ugly, and they come running up on you, sniffing your butt or doing something that's making you, uncomfortable. You gonna have a problem with that. So it's things like this where it's like, yeah, highly doubt bro's gonna see this video, but let's just say he's scrolling through social media, he's still on this whole like serial butt sniffing adventure. Yeah, bro, hopefully this, by you watching this video, this is a wake-up call, this is a sign. You can't do stuff like this, because my thing is this: obviously he's doing it to women where they're not there with their significant other. But yeah, let's say it's a dude that's built like 6'5", 270, look like he's like prime Batista, but he moves like, I'm trying to think of somebody like Evan Bourne or something, somebody, but yeah, he got strength to him, like he's built like Cam Chancellor in his prime, or Marshawn Lynch in his prime. I'm just saying, but it's somebody that's, do you think you would do that? So it's like he's picking and choosing his victims, but it's like, bro, there shouldn't be no victims in the first place, So yeah, it's things like this. I see stuff like this and I'm like, man, you got some weirdos out there, bro. You got some serious weirdos. But yeah, and I think there's people out there that's also giving this man a platform by cracking jokes, sharing memes, all this other stuff. I'm like, nah, bro, people like this, it's like they need to be put on watch. It needs to be a situation where any and everywhere that they go, people recognize him and they're like, okay, yeah, you try that stuff here, you either gonna get tased, pepper sprayed, beat up, or worst case scenario, somebody pull out a gun on you and they get the shooting and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's things like people don't be thinking of stuff like that. They just want to be selfish and they only think for themselves. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, if this ends up being a story or a situation where it's like, yeah, this guy's in the hospital fighting for his life, it's like, yeah, because you went up to the wrong one. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, people may think that this is funny, but I'm like, fam, it ain't funny. I know somebody came up and did some stuff like this to me. I'm like, I just even remember the time where I was in Seattle and this woman came up. She was like sniffing my like my backpack or like shirt area and stuff, but I felt somebody nudge me, so I'm thinking it's like I'm turning around and I'm looking and stuff, and then yeah, I see her like head going back and I'm like, what is she doing? So I take my headphone off and she was like, oh, I like your cologne. I'm like, hey, look, lady, I walked off. I was all like, yeah, let me go ahead and get up out of here before there be a situation. But I'm like, I don't know you. Like, it's one of those things where it's like you're trying to be all weird and secretive about it and stuff. You could have just easily tapped me on the shoulder and just been all like, hey, that's a nice cologne. But it's like, I feel like if she never would have nudged me, she probably wouldn't even have, I wouldn't even have known. I wouldn't even have known. Still to this day, I've been walking around just carefree and all that stuff, not realizing that, yeah, this woman was just taking, but I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, what are you doing? Like, stop being weird. I'm like, I don't know, because she was there with people, and it probably was people was like telling her, hey, leave that man alone, and then probably pushed her into me and stuff. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm all like, man, people, you got to stop going out in public and being weird. Like, there's no reason for you to be weird. It's like, yeah, whatever you got bottled up in your head, you got to stop with that. Think differently, because I'm like, yeah, it's things like that. It's not normal. So, but anyways, I thought, like, because I remember there was like videos of this guy too, and I thought it was fake, but I'm like, nah, fam, like this is a real thing. This is a real situation. So yeah, it's guys like this where I'm like, yeah, bro, but the thing is this, You gonna get recognized in public. No, that you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna go and he's gonna see a girl, right? Because he's too, in my opinion, he's too far gone. If he's most likely been doing this, it's just now he's getting caught. But anyways, but no, overall though, he's gonna do this to the wrong somebody. And he's gonna be thinking like, oh, she's by herself, like I could just go come up from behind her, you know, do whatever and things, not realizing that her boyfriend is also in the area. He's gonna walk into an area where it's like, oh, they separated. The boyfriend's doing his thing, girlfriend's doing her thing, and he's gonna be like, oh, okay, like I can just walk up and do whatever and stuff. Boyfriend gonna look at you being all weird and things, see what you doing and stuff. Then he gonna have to stump you out. Then what are you gonna do? So yeah, that's one of those things where it's like people don't be wanting to think, and I guess like yeah, people like him, they don't be wanting to think along those lines. They don't be wanting to think of the negatives. They just only want to be selfish and think of the positives for themselves. And I'm like, all right, you find yourself in a situation where you getting hurt. Don't say nobody ain't warned you. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.